I know I came home yesterday and my kids were giving me the technical analysis of another copyright, the iPhone, which I guess Apple's agreed with Cisco finally to get the iPhone name. And they were telling me everything. You know, Sun hasn't done anything in really mobile devices other than our Sunray technology. But I know at lunchtime we were thinking about, gee, you know, what if you took one core of an 8-core Niagara chip and put it, you know, in a mobile device like this, and you could plug it into a laptop that had a 4-core Niagara chip and plug that over the network in a server that had 8 or 16 cores. What are your thoughts for the Sun engineers listening on what they should be thinking about as far as mobile devices, and is that something Sun should be thinking about?
Yeah. So there is, first of all, there is an interesting thing. So as when I grew up in colleges and universities, all I had around me all the time are Sun workstations. But as you may know now, universities and colleges are getting away from this Sun the workstation concept itself. Everybody has laptops and even probably more mobile devices too. So to be ubiquitous, Sun has to, in my opinion, to be present in this space. That's one thing. And the other interesting thing is that the needs of the embedded systems are these low power devices are very similar to the needs of the high-end HPC systems in terms of their performance per watt, in terms of the operating system, other things sitting aside and letting the so it's a very lean and mean operating system. Same thing in embedded space, that there is resource constraint, so the operating system has to be very lean. So there are a lot of similarities between technologies that needed between embedded space or mobile space and the HPC space actually. And there is an interesting article came out of UC Berkeley, Patterson's team. I highly recommend to read this article. This was circulated.
Look at the URL and link it to my blog.
Yes. So that actually points or highlights this interesting, the two extreme ends have these common needs. So I think we really should explore the idea of coming up with a system, something like a laptop that has a bay similar to a CD-ROM bay, where one can plug a mobile device. So it's these two working together, because in almost every person carries two things: a mobile, something like phone, and a laptop. So this will be a combined system, and having two things with similar processors and be able to operate across with each other, maybe a interesting synergy comes out of that and become far more useful than any single device.
Well, Giri, I don't want to let you say too much, because I don't want any of our engineering VPs to be hiring you away, because you're way too valuable out in front of customers. So that's there you have it. There's some great thoughts from one of our HPC minds. A lot of work going on in interconnect technology and low latency interconnects like InfiniBand. Some interesting developments out from Intel, really following AMD's hypertransport design, and we'll certainly be keeping a close eye on that. Working with our customers on application performance and making sure it maps to all of the new CPUs, and finally some thoughts on mobile devices. And so maybe if the Sun Solaris engineers are too busy to go off and do a HPC version of Solaris or a mobile version of Solaris, we'll get someone on OpenSolaris to do it there. So thanks a lot, Giri.
Thank you, Mark.